everybody, it's Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Can You Trust What Other Readers Are Saying About Your Connection? And absolutely no shame or no shade or shame or anything to any other readers whatsoever. And have the utmost respect for pretty much all readers who are doing their work with, an open, loving, kind heart. Okay, so just to get that out of the way. But however, you may be getting different messages online, either from my channel, from other channels, from TikTok, from Instagram. You may just be getting a lot of different messages. And for those of you that are hearing different messages and they aren't super consistent all the time, this reading is for you and to understand what's going on around you and what's also happening in your connection. If the information that I'm telling you today is, basically correlates, for example, if you watch my reading and you watch someone else's reading and we're kind of saying the same thing to you, then that's a pretty good sign that, the reading is, because it all builds up, right? It's all evidence at the end of the day that, what you're watching and what you're looking at, you can count on, okay? And also too, there's a lot of, the way I read is I'm an evidence-based reader. So I like to give channeled messages in my readings and bring a lot of psychic information into my readings so that for instance, that a reading is actually for you. And you can understand if it really resonates with you or not, all right? And so just to get that out of the way, we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1, which is the blue tea light, pile number 2, which is the pumpkin spice delight tea light, and pile number 3, which is the purple tea light, okay? So that's blue, pumpkin, and purple. So think for a moment. Take a deep breath and decide what pile you're gonna pick, and you can go directly to the timestamp in the description box below to check out your pile. And pick a cards, as you know, are a bit of a choose your own adventure type of a reading. So you're using your intuition to pick your pile, and I'm also connecting with you too, all right? So also, for those of you, just a couple of quick announcements before we start. So for those of you that would like to follow me on OnlyFans, I actually started an OnlyFans last week. And I'm gonna be posting some 18 plus tarot readings there because we can say whatever there. And I'm actually gonna put one up today. And some of the readings are going to be free for you to just get, and some of them will probably be have a small charge associated with them since I don't have the ad revenue over on OnlyFans. But if you are interested in following me there and getting more content, you can totally check that out, and there's a link to that in my description box below. For those of you that would like to follow me on TikTok, I am starting to post a lot more content there and do a lot more short readings there. It's weird for me sometimes because I'm not used to doing the super short readings, so I'm just getting used to it. But I would love it if you would follow me over on TikTok as well. And my Instagram page is also below for you guys that want to follow me there. My Instagram is a bit more personal and has a bit more of my day-to-day personal life on it for those of you that would like to connect with me there. And oftentimes people send me direct messages on Instagram as well, which is totally cool. And I've also had some people email me different things as well, which I always appreciate your guys' feedback on readings, and anything you have to say, I'm open to it. I mean, within reason, of course, but you guys know what I mean. I do love to hear your feedback and your comments, okay? And let's see what else. For those of you that would like to purchase a personal reading, details are in my description box below. And for those of you that would like to check out my other channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, I'm going to be posting a really cool reading to that channel soon, and I'm excited to do it. And actually, I have probably 60 readings on that channel as well, and that one's more of a spiritual type channel. So follow me over there. I mean, all the work we do is spiritual at the end of the day, right? But that channel is more about your own self-growth rather than your person and what's happening and all of that, okay? So, I mean, everything is, now I'm contradicting myself, because I'm like, everything is actually growth, right? Relationships can be a place of huge growth for people. So we are going to go ahead and get into the readings with that said. And we are going to take a look. At first, I was like, should I do a reading on this? I don't know. But I figured it would be useful to you guys, and it may provide you with some good information. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. All right. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the blue tea light, and today's reading is called Can You Trust What Other Readers Are Telling You About Your Connection? Again, listen to my intro, no shade to other readers at all. This is for you, the viewer, to understand if you're getting consistent information that you can actually rely on. So we are going to go ahead and get into your reading. We will have an extended reading as well if you guys would like to go deeper into the energy of this reading, and there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Just make sure you choose pile number 1 for this specific reading. So let's go ahead and get channeled messages first. Spirit, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of my beautiful pile number 1s as we embark on this wonderful adventure together today. Pile number 1, are you guys looking for more adventure in your life? Are you looking, I think you guys also want a piece, because I'm seeing someone lighting a candle that has like a really nice smell to it and is like peaceful, calming, serenity. You know what I mean? Pile number 1. So I think you're also looking for a sense of peaceful, calm, and serenity, but to balance that out with a little bit of adventure as well. Maybe there's been some things that have been on your mind or weighing heavy on your heart recently, pile number 1. Let's see what else. Spirit is showing me a piece of artwork or a painting, and I feel like it's an older piece of artwork. It could be from your family, or maybe your grandparents had that really old artwork in their home. They're showing me something with a gold frame around it that depicts like an old-timey kind of a scene in it, okay? And maybe like a battle or a war or something like that. But I'm seeing a piece of art that is kind of old. Maybe you guys ended up with it, or you saw it all the time there at your parents' house or grandparents' house, or maybe you have it at your own place. Let's see what else for pile number 1. I just heard Express Yourself by Madonna. Don't go for second best, baby, right? You've got to express what you've got, ready or not, okay? Pile number 1. So do you guys remember that song? The video for that was always really cool. I love how she's dressed in that video. Let's see what else. Her daughter's name is Lourdes, right? Lourdes, maybe you know someone with that name, because Spirit is drawing me attention to Madonna's daughter as well, or maybe you know someone with that name, or you saw something about her recently. What else for pile number 1? Okay, for the men watching this, I don't know, someone here I feel like is calling someone effeminate or something, which, again, like, who did that, or who's doing that, and why is that such an insult anyway to someone, right? Because it's like the feminine is not respected, you know what I'm saying? So people using that as an insult against other men or something. But maybe someone was talking about that recently, or you said that word, or you heard someone say that word. What else for pile number 1? Okay, Spirit is showing me like a really tasty, juicy peach. Does someone call you Peach, or did you talk to someone about this recently? Pile number 1. Let's see what else. I just heard garage door opener. So maybe some of you are like, oh, I got to grab my garage door opener. It's on the counter. Or you lost it recently, or you're like, where is that damn thing? Or or you're like searching for it in your car. I feel like someone here like rummaging around for something in their car, like feeling the seat next to them or feeling the floor. You know that feeling, pile number 1. So maybe some of you guys have been doing that. And Spirit is also giving me the energy of someone like running bath water. So talking about calm and serenity, like I was earlier, and like the bath water and all of that, like someone running a bath, either running a bath for you or you're running your own. And Spirit is also giving me honey. honey. Have you guys ever put a little bit of honey in your yogurt or a little bit of honey in your tea? Actually, you can put a little bit of honey on your tongue as well. If you're worried you're going to say something to someone that isn't, totally kosher, you can, or that you're going to be mean in something you say and you don't want to be, so you put a little honey on your tongue. But Spirit is saying honey to me. Maybe someone calls you that as well, but I'm actually getting like sweet, sticky honey, okay? Pile number one. So let's go ahead and get into it. Maybe some of you here have Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Maybe some of you have Libra in your chart. This is a Moon and Libra card. Let's go ahead and get into it, my beautiful pile number ones, and see what's going on. We have Savage, Wild, and Crazy. Okay, and we have a buffet, a little bit of everything. So you guys may like listening to readers who just tell it like it is and are straight up and give kind of wild and crazy messages and do a little bit of everything in their readings and are a little bit off the cuff at times, which is cool. I like that. Probably that's why you guys listen to me too, because I'm a little bit savage and wild and crazy. But yeah, you're at a time now. I was talking about wanting adventure and, trying a little bit of everything, like having calm and peace, but also wanting more adventure, wanting to get more savage, wild, and crazy. Okay. And readers that do a little bit of everything as well, that don't just do one topic all the time, right? So maybe you guys enjoy listening to people who just tell it like it is and have attitudes at times, which is fine with me because usually those types of people are pretty honest in their readings and pretty straightforward. But let's see what else. Yeah, firecracker, excitement, adventure, firecracker. Okay, so you guys may be listening to people that are saying you're going to have a wild and crazy time and it's going to be, you're a firecracker and things are about ready to get hot and interesting. And your love life is going to be filled with a little bit of everything. But at the same time, that might be creating a little cognitive dissonance in you, pile number one, because I'm also seeing like the relaxing and the calming energy as well. So maybe things are a little bit calm and you're like, when are things going to get savage or when are they going to get exciting? But I see you like listening to people that are firecrackers and just straight up tell it like it is, which, hey, is good for me, pile number one. Is it good for you? I also feel like, those like, I don't know what it is. It's those red houses that are like stacked on one another. It's almost like Asian or like something you would see in like Tibet with those red kind of houses. I don't know what I'm saying, pile number one. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe you listen to an Asian reader or someone who's like half Asian as well, that's a real firecracker who gets real savage and tells you a little bit of everything, which is cool. I like that energy. Okay, we have a caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And you guys may be getting a lot of messages about that, and maybe you're doubting it because you're like, I don't know. Like, when are things going to get wild and crazy? When are they going to get hot? And yeah. And so, but with this firecracker energy and excitement, things are not always going to be, things won't always be the same all the time. Okay, pile number one. So maybe you're getting a lot of varied messages as well. We have rat. Someone is working against you behind your back. Okay. You may be hearing this in readings as well, pile number one, in different readings, and maybe readers have been telling you to get more fire sign like in your readings, or to get more to just go after what you want, right? And yeah, so if someone's been mentioning this in readings, that someone is working against you behind your back, and you're not sure who it is, and you're like, I don't know. I'm getting something here that may be true for you guys, pile number one. And I feel like this reader could be very savage about taking down people like that or exposing people like that, which is really, I actually like that energy. Whoever your other reader is here, I think I actually like them, especially if they're talking about exposing the people that are not, that are working against you. Pile number one, we have here, I have power and it is real. Okay. And yeah, that's for you, pile number one, I feel. And any readers that are encouraging you to expose more of, or just encouraging you to not be afraid of the people who are working behind. Okay, sometimes people will, on readings, they will say, all these people are against you, or so and so, whatever. And you have to take that with a grain of salt as well, pile number one. There's the opposite side of that as well. And hopefully you're listening to readers that are very empowering and are helping you to understand that, like, even if you do have someone that's working against you, it's not always going to be this way. Change is coming. But also, I feel like some readers can be a little bit paranoid at times, and it's always like who hates you or who's against you. And, you know, some of that can be a little bit overwhelming at times, but it says, I have power and it is real. And we have here, your eyes see into the depths of my soul, intuitive. Yeah, so I like your reader. I feel like whoever else you're listening to is doing a good job, savagely breaking it down, and you feel seen by whoever is reading you, pile number one. You do feel seen by them, okay? And empowering is what I get here. I have power, it is real. I want to be more than friends. Okay. So are you hearing that in some of your readings, that someone wants to be more than friends with you, or there's a friend around you that would like to be more than friends with you, okay? That would like to try a little bit of everything with you, that wants to get savage or wild with you. Somebody could be telling you that in a reading. We have the Hermit. Yeah, this is you guys. I feel like here, this is Virgo energy. And I feel like at times you're like, well, I don't feel like I'm savage and getting wild right now. I don't feel like there's a buffet of options in front of me. And I can't place in my life who really wants to be more than friends with me. And so maybe you're hearing some of that and you're just like, I don't know if I actually resonate with that, or if these messages are actually true. But again, with this caterpillar energy and the Hermit, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So for a while, I feel like you guys have needed to kind of pull back your energy and regain some sanity, all right? And I'm seeing the letter K here. I'm also seeing the letter N, and I'm seeing the word nutter, like nutter butter or something like that, or nutter. But I feel like things are not always going to be like, you guys could have been, you're just in a phase of metamorphosis right now. And there's been a lot of like reflection I feel you guys have needed to do. And it hasn't always felt good at times. And I feel like, you know, this Hermit card, especially in this deck, looks pretty savage as well. And yeah, so let's see what else we get here. We have the Seven of Pentacles and Earth energy, okay? This is Saturn and Taurus energy. So I can see why you guys are like, you know, I'm just not like, I don't really see where anything is really happening in this connection, or this connection really isn't going anywhere. And you could be listening to a reader who's saying things are about to get really, really hot. I think, you know, what they're picking up on is what you want to have happen here, which, you know, and letting you know here, like, it's not always going to be like this. Maybe the isolation and this sense of kind of listlessness that you might be feeling right now is not going to stick with you forever, pile number one. And Spirit is letting you know that you have power and it is real. So if you're listening to people that are very empowering and letting you know you're going to get out of this situation, things are going to get better, and you're going to be like more in this firecracker energy and getting a lot of getting noticed, getting excited about things. And someone may not like that. You know, someone in your life may actually like when you're a little more like introverted or pulled within. And that person could be the rat, okay, pile number one. So I feel like the advice that you're getting it's like someone wants to be more than friends, or someone likes you, but you're like, well, who? because I just feel like I'm not really connecting to anyone right now, or this situationship is just like moving at a snail's pace. And there's a lot within me that I want to let out and release here with this Savage energy, but I'm just feeling like left alone at times. I feel pile number one, okay? And I think it's good for you guys to listen to readers who are very motivating, who are firecrackers, and who tell it like it is. So if you're listening to people like that, people that have real sharp insights and people that speak with a lot of authority, I feel like these kinds of readers are very good for you. The ones that are very timid and quiet and are constantly like paranoid about all the energy around them, I feel like these kind of people are not, if you're getting, you can tell when you're listening to someone's readings, you can tell pile number one. So make sure you're listening to people that are very empowering and not paranoid, okay? Empowering and not paranoid, recognizing that power is real, all right? And readers that encourage you to get off your butt and get it moving, okay? Pile number one, which is what I like for you guys. And we have mystery. Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm all these, a little bit of everything. My life is about to get more exciting. I have power and it is real. Again, you guys wondering like, where is this at? And why am I, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, I feel like sometimes maybe you guys in your connections, you have to really read between the lines, or things have just been going super slow and even painful as well. Here, this Hermit energy looks like maybe he's like, or he or she is like clutching their chest and in a little bit of pain about a connection and wondering like, what is going on? Like, if this person wants to be more than friends or wants to be in my life in a greater capacity, why are they not stepping forward? Why are they not taking action, right? Firecracker, Savage, etc. And it's like, why are they not doing this? And I feel like one thing you guys need to know is that you have power and it is real. Like I've said multiple times here. We have Libra. Oh my gosh. And I mentioned Libra energy in your guys' reading, okay? And there may be, you guys may like tend to fight with yourself sometimes on things. Not fight with yourself, but it's like, what do I do here? Is the energy that I'm getting. Or it's like, I'm hearing this one thing and actually another thing is happening. So how do I reconcile this, like with the scales here? And what do I believe? And the arms are kind of crossed here. Like, when is this going to happen? Okay. And the thing is, pile number one, is that you are very powerful and you're very beautiful too. And I'm not lying when I say that. Look at her here. I like the cleavage. I like the turquoise blue color. I like the hair. The eyes really pull me in, okay? And you're like, why do I feel like, if I'm so great or whatever, why do I feel like this? Or why am I kind of stuck here in this position, okay? And I do feel like you are getting readings from people who are very intuitive, and you do feel seen by it, but it's like, when is this going to happen for me, right? Is what I'm getting here for you guys. We have Krishna and devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Yeah, so trust your spiritual guidance, especially, like I said, if it's a firecracker type of a reader that is like, things are going to change, life is getting better, you have power, you're empowered. I need you to look at this situation in a different way. I need you to get your butt up, and I need you to recognize the beautiful person that you are, right? And with devotion here, I do feel like whoever you're getting readings from is very devoted to the people that they're reading for, and that's always a good thing. And here with the Seven of Pentacles is also about commitment, right? And I feel like you guys, with the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles, you guys have the ability to be very devoted and committed to people. But at times it's like, am I doing this with the wrong person here? Why isn't this going anywhere? I am very devoted and committed to this person and to this situation. I just feel like it's not really going anywhere. And why, is the energy that I'm kind of getting here. It's like, why is this not really going the way that I want it to? Okay. And your commitment is being recognized right now, pile number 1. Trust your spiritual guidance. Also trust your own spiritual guidance. You have power and it is real. All right. Readers are just here to confirm we're here to do more than confirm what you already know. We're also here to take the insight and take it deeper, right? Go to a deeper level, but also confirm what you already know. And that's why people are always saying if a reading resonates or not. All right. And I do feel like there is someone in your life, pile number 1, who could be devoted to you, and it might be like someone that wants to be more than friends with you, that is devoted to you in some way here, but you're not really seeing it with this mystery card, and you're feeling a little bit alone right now, or a little bit isolated. But the Hermit also needs a lot of time, like I said, with that calming energy. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl you are, pile number 1, or boy. Okay. And so I feel like your devotion is going to be rewarded, but also we shouldn't, your devotion to your own spiritual guidance and your commitment is going to be rewarded. But I also feel like you guys shouldn't linger in situations for an unnecessarily long amount of time wondering what's going on, because that kind of diminishes one's power. Okay. We have Phoenix. Wow. Okay. I like that. I like the energy. And talk about, this energy of letting go of just sitting in dismal type of situations, wondering when people are going to change, rereading text messages, rereading letters or emails, just kind of staying stuck in the energy, and then wondering why nothing is changing, right, with this mystery card. And if you're listening to people who are telling you to emerge from the ashes like a phoenix and recognize your own power and how much you've grown spiritually, I feel like with the Hermit card too. Also, the Phoenix is very savage. I mean, very, very savage and wild and crazy. It's pretty wild and crazy to rise from the ashes of defeat and become like a burning bird flying through the sky. Okay. So I feel like if whoever you're listening to is encouraging you to move on from situations that have caused you pain or made you feel stuck, and I feel like if someone is encouraging you to do that, pile number 1, that's good, because I feel like that is really real. And I do feel, I just got the word benefit of the doubt. So maybe a lot of times you guys have given people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? And you've been like, okay, like, I guess I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So anything where you guys can be a little bit more savage, a little bit more of a firecracker. And I feel like some of you are like, well, I can be. Maybe some of you here are even fire signs, all right? But lately, I mean, we all go through phases and transits and things like that. But lately, I feel like I have spirits telling me dead inside, right? You know how that is sometimes when we're just like feeling dead inside? And it's like, why am I feeling this way, right? But it's because you need to kind of phoenix yourself. I feel pile number 1, all right? We have surrender to the divine. Okay, so I don't mind surrendering to the divine, but I feel like some people can do a little bit too much surrendering to the divine. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to take much action here. I'm just going to surrender to the divine. And then they sit there and then they wonder why nothing is really happening. Okay. I mean, I'm all for that. I'm all for surrendering to the divine, but I'm also feeling like in some situations you do have to just kind of wait it out. But I feel like if you're listening to other readers that are like, divine timing, you know, it's going to happen, and then it's never happening, okay? It's time to connect with your inner badass. I feel pile number one, okay? And you are very devoted to people, pile number one, but I feel like you're like, yeah, that's what gets me into trouble, and sitting around and waiting for some schlub to, you know, get with the pick, you know, get with the point here, you know what I'm saying, or get a point. And so in this case, I'm not a huge fan for you guys of surrendering to the divine. I mean, there are times, like I said, there are times in our life when we need to do that, but there's also time when that energy can really work against us because it keeps us stuck. All right. So anyone that's encouraging you to phoenix yourself, to reinvent yourself, right? And I mentioned Madonna in the beginning of my reading, like, don't go for second best, baby. Put your love to the test. You know, you've got to make him express what he feels, and then you know your love is real, okay? And that's Phoenix energy, right? Express yourself and be who you are, right? We don't need anybody. We don't need to sit and wait for excessive amounts of divine timing, okay? And that's just how I feel. I mean, it's like, I'm very willful though, pile number one, and I believe in willpower and empowerment and having power and taking the reins on things. I certainly believe in that. And I kind of feel like that is the ingredient that you maybe need right now, okay? Yeah, empowerment. There it is. All right. Empowerment. I'm not waiting for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Pile number one. I don't wait for anyone. Either get on the train or get off the train. You know what I'm saying? I actually said that to my job one time when I wanted to move and they were transferred to a different state. And basically I told them, if you don't let me have the transfer, I'll leave the company. It was like, get on the train or get off the train. And, you know, they got on the train. They're like, yeah, absolutely, right? So, and I got what I wanted. So I think, you know, if someone's telling you divine timing, it's coming. The issue, I do agree that it's coming, pile number one, that things will not always be this way, a change is coming. However, I think it has to do more with your own empowerment in a situation, okay? And that's what I'm getting, like you guys becoming more savage or wild or embracing that firecracker aspect of yourself, okay? So what is going on in this connection here? Let's look a little bit more at this connection, pile number one. Let's see what's going on in this connection. Temperance, okay. I mean, it's like, all right, I'm just going to, and temperance is a great energy, but it's also to me like, not really going for it. It's like, well, you know, I'll just kind of wait and see and kind of, you know, just stick around for a while and keep one foot in the door and one foot out the door. And I don't want to make any rash moves here because I should just, you know, work what I've got in this situation. And it's not that bad anyway. I feel like if you guys are telling yourself stuff like that, I do feel like it's a little, I mean, normally I like temperance. I don't read reversals really, like, you know, but I pull, because there's so much richness in the symbology of a card anyway. But I just feel like, and, you know, the thing is the temperance angel is wearing the symbol of fire, okay, on their chest. And there's a way to be like wild and savage and have fun and be crazy without getting out of control, right? And I think maybe you guys are like putting up with a little bit more than maybe you need to here in a connection. We have 9 of Wands. And yeah, I think you're starting to see that it's not really behooving you to just keep kind of playing it safe, or that it's making you feel very tired as well. Maybe that's why you guys need a lot of peace and calm and serenity, because there could be situations that have become very tiring, and it's like you're always the one doing all the work here, or you're the one that's always having to transmute the energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when is this other person gonna finally do that? What else about this connection? You're getting sick of waiting is what I'm feeling. There's the Knight of Swords, okay? So you could have Aquarius energy here, or air sign energy as well. And it's like, when? Because I've been so patient with this Temperance energy, and I'm starting to feel like my ego is getting a little bruised here, waiting around for this energy to come in. And the thing is that if you want something right, sometimes you just have to go make it happen for yourself. And I feel like this Knight of Swords energy is much more, it's much more empowered. It's like, I'm going to go get what I want. I'm not going to, that type of energy. I have power and it is real. What I say matters. What I say is important. My views and opinions are important. Okay. And I feel like no more sitting around on the sidelines. And I feel like you guys have been waiting for this person to come in like this. And it's like, if I just chill and surrender to divine timing, this person is going to come rushing in and everything's going to be cool or whatever. But this person's also very erratic in the way that they do things, okay? And they're not that dependable in the way that they conduct themselves. And like, sometimes they're around, or sometimes they're all up in your energy, and other times they're not, which is, just very erratic is what I feel, pile number one, okay? And it's gotten you feel a little bruised here. Even the ego a little bruised, I feel. Let's see what else for pile number one. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so it's hope and healing that kind of keeps it alive here. And I feel like you guys are very loving people. And it says here, your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. I feel like you guys love unconditionally, or you're very, you're very open to, you always, even though you've been disappointed by this person, or felt like they haven't really been, the investment really hasn't been paying off. I feel like you guys still care for this person. You still have a very open and loving heart, okay? And maybe that's why we need a little bit more of the firecracker energy here to kind of snap back. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys remember those things from back in the day that you could they were like little bracelets that you could slap on your wrist, and you would like slap your wrist with them and then it would turn into a bracelet? I feel like you guys kind of need to put the smack down, or I feel like your guys' energy is very loving. It's very open. And I feel like you've had your heart open in this connection for a long time, maybe hoping that this person was going to kind of figure things out. The problem is, though, I feel is this person is very erratic. And I feel like, okay, there's a lot of Sagittarius energy here too, and fire sign energy. Here's the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very sure of himself and goes after what he wants, and he or she wants, and knows how to put themselves out there, and is confident and ready to take action. The Knight of Swords is a little more erratic and is kind of like messing up a lot, or just disappointing a lot, is what I feel, pile number one, okay? I think this is you guys too here, going after what you want. And someone here there could be actually someone that wants to be more than friends with you, or is interested in you and sees you for the person that you are and wants to get to know you, or is interested in talking to you. But I feel like your guys' energy has been kind of hung up in this lukewarm situation that has just been, existing for a long time in your energy or something here, okay? There could be somebody around you, though, actually, who is interested in you, but you've been giving your energy to something else, okay? But someone that's really interested is consistent, confident, and you know, and knows how to follow up on things is what I'm getting. All right. And knows how to be committed and follow up on things. And, you know, I just heard TLC, don't go chasing waterfalls. Okay. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Do you guys know that song? So I feel like that is coming in for you guys. Pile number 1, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And we're going to take it to the extended reading, and we're going to get more energy about your situation and what's going on. We're going to go deeper into the reading. We may even get some 18 plus messages as well. So follow me to the extended reading, pile number 1, if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much, my loves, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Let's move on to pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 2. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You picked this pumpkin spice tea light, pumpkin spice delight. Okay. And the reading today is, can you trust what other readers are saying about your connection? And, I was like a little weirded out to do this reading, but I think it's good for you guys. And I'm doing it in the spirit of, you know, helping the viewer here to kind of break things down and really get deeper into things here. And we are also going to have an extended reading, my darlings who chose pile number 2. And just make sure if you do go to the extended reading, there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel in the description box below. Just make sure you choose pile number 2 for this reading, please. And yeah, so let's start with the channeled messages, then we'll do oracle cards, and then we'll look at the tarot cards. All right, so let's go ahead, pile number 2. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of my beautiful pile number 2s who came here today seeking guidance. Okay, pile number 2, I don't know if you've had something maybe you've had something with your throat chakra recently, or you're like, you know, I feel like something about your voice, or you may feel like it's changing a little bit, or almost like you don't recognize your own voice anymore, pile number 2. Maybe it's because you're getting a lot of readings and it's like, where am I in this? There could be a lot of back and forth and confusion. I'm seeing like, you know, like the waves kind of going like this, going back and forth. And also some of you just may have, if that doesn't, Spirit is telling me some of you just may have like a sore throat or kind of a scratchy throat. I'm not getting like someone being really, really ill or anything like that. I just feel like somebody's throat is a little bit scratchy or sore for some reason. Okay. Spirit is so funny. They're like, you know, when you're giving like really good head and you've like done too much and then the throat's kind of sore. Pile number 2. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and get some more channel. I just heard cartwheel. So maybe some of you did a cartwheel, or you saw that recently, or you used to be a gymnast, but Spirit is saying cartwheel. Okay. Let's see what else for pile number 2. I just heard an opportunity to shine. So I feel like you guys are going to have an opportunity to shine soon that's going to have you really happy. Like a cartwheel to me is like, you know, like really excited or happy energy. Like, yay, I can't believe this is happening type of thing. What else for pile number 2? I just heard orange juice. So maybe you need to get some from the store, or you're like, oh yeah, I got to remember to pick that up. But Spirit is telling me orange juice. Okay, what else for pile number 2? I just heard the perfect game. So maybe some of you are, you know, there's a game that you love playing, or you were talking to someone about the perfect game. I also heard a perfect mistake as well. And interesting, the perfect game or a perfect... I also heard the perfect escape. So maybe some of you guys are needing an escape from something right now, or you're like, yeah, I need to get away. I need some time away. Things have been busy. What else for pile number 2, please? Okay, Spirit is saying something about the knees, Maybe you guys bumped your knee or you got a bruise or there was a little accident, but Spirit is calling attention to the knees right now. What else for pile number 2? Okay, I just heard excellent fish. So maybe some of you guys had fish or someone made fish for you or you were out to eat and you're like, that was excellent. Something about an excellent fish. Maybe some of you have, you have like, what are they called? An aquarium in your house, okay? And you got a new fish and you're like, excellent fish. What else for pile number 2, please, Spirit? Okay, I just heard like sand in the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. I don't know, did you guys have parents who watched Days of Our Lives back in the day or who liked soap operas or saw that a lot? Or there could be just a reference to an hourglass and time and like sand in the hourglass. I'm also getting something Egyptian as well here. So maybe you guys have a connection to Egypt or you've been studying things having to do with Egypt, but I'm getting something Egyptian here as well. I just noticed like all of a sudden my nose is a little bit stuffy, okay? So maybe some of you have been having a little bit of a stuffy nose or sinuses or something. Pile number 2, let's go ahead and I'm just getting the name Jamal right now. So if you know someone with that name, Malcolm Jamal Warner, wasn't he an actor who, oh, that guy was on the Cosby Show, wasn't he? But I just got the name Jamal, pile number 2, okay? Lisa Bonet, wasn't she on there too? I think she was on there too. Maybe those names are, maybe you guys watched something recently or we're talking about that. Pile number 1, or pile number 2, sorry. Let's go ahead and I'm also getting the energy of someone arm wrestling or someone having muscles. So let's get into it, pile number 2, and see, can you trust what other readers are saying about your connection? We have fantasizing and thinking of you. Okay, Mr. Blue Eyes. All right. Okay, guy with the beautiful lips that are so lip smacking good. All right, so you guys could be listening to readers who are telling you your person's fantasizing about you. They're super interested, they're intrigued, they want some more. We have banned, sleep on the couch, and kicked out. Wow, okay. Interesting. Well, that's a little conflicting, right? And maybe there's a reader here who's telling you somebody wants to get back together with you and they're still thinking about you. And even though they did something that was really upsetting, that they're still thinking about you or they still want to be with you here. And this person has really nice hands is also what I'm getting. Whether they're a man or a woman, someone here has very nice hands. Someone could have a lot of tattoos like on their top of their hand or their wrist or their arms as well. Or be kind of covered in tattoos. Someone here might have, I feel someone here is really, whoever you're dealing with, pile number 2, is pretty smoking hot. Okay, they're pretty smoking hot, but they could have done something here that, upset you. And I feel like there may be readers who are telling you, this person is still thinking about you or they're fantasizing about you. We're going to get more on this, pile number 2. Okay, we have mice, discord among friends or family. Okay, I mean, the thing about mice, I feel like also too, you guys may be getting different readings from different people. Like there's 3 mice on here. You may be getting different readings from 3 different readers. And the thing that kind of brings to mind is 3 blind mice. And they're all kind of going in different directions, okay? So, and I was kind of channeling that at the beginning of your guys' reading with the waves and things kind of going different directions. Whenever Spirit shows me that, it's like something got choppy or is confusing. And you guys may be getting some different messages here. And it's like, okay, what's the truth? And because there's discord among what's going on here, there's been discord. We have a period of ill health and depression, the fly. And yeah, I mean, I was talking about the scratchy throat and the sinuses or stuffy nose. So some of you guys could be dealing with that, and that's just a confirmation that you've been dealing with a little bit of ill health. I mean, who isn't, right? I mean, I feel like, you know, the pandemic stuff, like it's raging all over again, or it was, at least in Central Texas, it was raging all over here, like in early January. I even got it, which was wild. No one is, you know, everyone could get it type of thing. But I feel like maybe you guys have been a little bit like down, and you may be feeding on some of this energy because you've been a little bit sad, because I think this person is really, I mean, they're really hot, or they really have some type of energy going on. And I feel like I just heard that they kind of have a hold on you. It's like, you really got a hold on me, right? And it's important to know like what well we're drinking from here. This fly looks like it's sucking something from the ground here, or from a barrel. So it's kind of important to know like what we're, you know, what well we're drinking from, okay? We have chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Okay. And I feel like this is what you guys, the advice that you may be getting is that, and for some of you, it might not be anyone new. It just might be someone that you already know. And you're being told that this person is going to re-enter your life. Although they did something here that was caused upset, okay? My nose still feels kind of stuffy in your guys' reading, which is crazy because it wasn't really feeling that way in pile number 1. But anyway, and you may be getting a lot of messages that someone new is going to actually enter your life, and you're like sitting there waiting, and you're like, well, when? You know, when? Because some of you might have actually kicked someone out of your life, or said, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then you're getting messages that someone new is coming into your life, and you're like waiting, and you're like, well, that's great, but when? Okay. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. Yeah. And, you know, we just went through a Venus retrograde. I have a lot of weird clothes in my closet now after that retrograde. And yeah, and I feel like we, again, needing to take care of ourselves and needing to raise our vibrations here. Maybe some of these readings are not raising your vibration, and they're not being super healing for you right now, pile number 2, because you may be seeking some of these readings because you haven't been feeling well, or you've been upset about something, and you want to feel like you did before, is what I'm getting toward this person, or you are waiting for something to happen here, okay? And the thing is listening to all these different people and getting different messages may actually be not super raising your vibration, or making it feel a little worse here. We have, you are so tempting, temptress. All right. Devil in the red dress. All right. For sure. And yeah, I feel like a reader could be telling you guys that, again, this person still wants you. They're still thinking about you. They're fantasizing about you. They're tempted by you. They can't quit thinking about you, etc., etc. They're very tempted by your energy. And I mean, I feel like you guys are very, I mean, it's not a lie in the sense that you are very tempting, or you are very pretty, or you have an ability. Look at the way she's clutching her throat too. And I was talking about the throat earlier. But I feel like that part of it isn't a lie or wrong or anything. I just think that, you know, sometimes the throat chakra has to do with what we're listening to as well. It's not just what we're saying, it's also what we're listening to and taking in, okay? So I think just be careful of the throat chakra right now, pile number 2, okay? I hide behind material things. Yeah, this person may hide behind material things or hide behind something. They're just hiding, or they're hiding behind something, all right? And they wouldn't have gotten, you know, if they wouldn't have done something to upset you like this, I feel like they wouldn't need to hide in the first place. They could have hid something from you as well, pile number 2. We have the World card. It looks like she's riding on top of the world and she's about ready to fire this gun off, okay? And I feel like you guys are almost, in a way, you guys know already the truth about this situation. You may just be indulging yourself a little bit with this chair-filled energy. And I feel like you're about ready to be done with this situation, though, with this World card here. And you know, it looks like she's about ready to fire her weapon here and be done with it, okay? And we have the 6 of Wands, and yeah, this is not the hottest 6 of Wands, though, because this waiter is not very good looking. I mean, I don't know. You guys there may be something new in your life, and you're just going to like go for it because it's like this person isn't coming around. So I'm going to give this other person a chance. Someone new is coming into your life, but I feel like they're not. I don't want you guys to force it, okay, is what I'm getting. I don't want you to force anything. And I just was reading a meme that I posted the other day that was like, I'm not going to force anything. I'm not going to force anything except for jeans over my butt. You know, I'm not going to force friendships. I'm not going to force relationships. And yeah, so I think you guys are like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this situation anyway, or I know it's not good for me, or I know it's not good for me to keep watching this or looking at this, all right? And it's maybe just 6 of Wands is about feeling good about ourselves and like sometimes ego stroking. It looks like she's about ready to stroke him, if you know what I mean. So sometimes it's like we listen to things because we feel hurt or we need an ego validation, which is fine. Like, it is fine, pile number 2. But I also think, you know, seeking out your own beauty radiates your vibration and brings you more healing and joy, maybe than listening to some of these things going back and forth, which are just confusing. We have caution. Yeah, I mean, also I feel like entertaining someone just because you're annoyed with someone else is that you don't really like or aren't really that attracted to. I feel like that's not necessarily a winning strategy for you guys right now. And I would say here with this caution, just if you are getting a lot of different messages back and forth, it's like, don't shoot the messenger, right? With this World card and she's pointing her piece at, you know, she's pointing her weapon in the air here. Don't shoot the messenger, right, is kind of what I'm getting here. So maybe don't shoot me, pile number 2. Don't shoot me as the messenger, but here for this. But yeah, caution is advised here. And we have earth energy. So again, this to me feels like she's taking care of herself and her face is kind of turned away. And it's like, I'm not going to listen to this anymore, or I'm done listening to this. All right. And so some of you may actually be deciding to not listen to certain people anymore, or to just focus on your own energy, which is actually way more productive and just enhances who you already are, pile number 2. Some of you here could be dealing with earth energy as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The World card is a Saturn card, okay? So it's heavy energy at times, or heavy lessons that we're learning about something, or about when we need to pull back our energy and just kind of ground ourselves in what we know to be true, right? About us and about who we are. Because sometimes, you know, like I said, with the throat chakra, it's not just what we say, it's also what we're taking in and what we're hearing. And if it's creating a lot of discord, or making things feel worse to you with this depression energy or ill health, I feel like Spirit's like, just take care of yourself right now. And especially for those of you that haven't been feeling the best on top of it lately, pile number 2, Spirit's just saying, take care of your health right now. Caution on the messages that you're listening to that just feel kind of like ego gratifying, but you know that they're not true, okay? Because I do feel like you guys know what ultimately resonates in you. And you actually have a very strong throat chakra, okay? But listening to a lot of information becomes disorienting. We have here Serenos and Life Force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased, okay? And yeah, I feel like this person, they are very hot, or there was something here about them that maybe made you guys feel like very wanted, and like a temptress or tempter, or just made you feel very hot and beautiful as well, which isn't a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. And it may have woken up something inside of you that allowed you to connect with your own sensual, sexual energy on a deeper level as well. And I feel like you guys are having an awakening when it comes to your passion, your beauty, your sensual and sexual powers are being increased. But I think it's also related here to also in proportion to how much you're taking care of yourself and how much energy you're putting into actually just, you know, withdrawing and pulling back when necessary, okay? And yeah, so it's not bad that something woke up a life force within you and you're feeling more like va-va-voom lately, or you want to feel more that way, okay? But in order to do that, Spirit is just saying, express your driving passion in life. We have here the swan. Yes, you are very beautiful, pile number 2, okay? You are very, very beautiful. And no doubt that this person, the person that you were with, they have very intense eyes here. They also are very sensual and sexy, sexual kind of energy. And it's not a lie that they have this energy towards you. It's not a lie, I don't feel. I mean, I feel they do, but also if this person did something to upset you or disrespect you with this band, sleeping on the couch, kicked out kind of energy, or they blocked you, or they did something, I feel like pile number 2, it's like dirt off the shoulder. You know what I mean? Dirt off the shoulder, and take care of yourself, okay? But I don't think it's a lie that this person actually has drooled over you, okay? I think they very much have drooled over you, and I do think they found you very tempting. That could be part of the problem, you know, that they keep bringing back this energy, and it's like, well, and then running away and hiding. I hide behind things, okay? Or just doing things that are very upsetting to you, okay? I mean, I do think that, again, I think that the part about them being attracted to you is very, very true, okay? But what else is there here in this connection besides that is kind of what I'm feeling. And I think it has some of you guys wondering if you should kind of pull your energy back and just focus on you. To what I would say, yes, okay? Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon here. Yeah, I feel like your commitment to this situation is being tested because they did something that wasn't wasn't appropriate or that you found upsetting in some way, okay? And there may be readings that are just telling you that you're going through a certain phase with this person, but it's gonna end with the World card here, or you're gonna come out of it. But I feel like there's a caution needed here with that, pile number 2, because I do think you need to, and your body may be telling you, because I feel you guys are very connected to your body, and your body may give you certain psychic messages, right? When maybe you don't want to hear it all the time. I feel like a lot of words are too much, like too many words, and hearing too many words right now is just a little too much for you, pile number 2. I feel like the truth of any situation is actually in how your body is feeling. Okay, the truth of situations and what happened and what's truly going on is in our body, right? And if you felt disrespected by this person in some way, like physically, or just like they didn't appreciate you for the whole person that you are, etc., etc., I feel like your impetus to pull back and be in your own energy is good for right now, okay? And I feel like Spirit is saying don't waste your beauty and your lovely energy on people that could care less, or people that are users and abusers, okay? And abuse is a hard word, pile number 2. Like I don't, some of you it might not have been all the way that type of a situation, but maybe for some of you here, right? You're going to know the truth within your own body of what this situation is really, how this has really made you feel, okay? So look within for that. We have lighten your load. Yeah, and again, it's the world. And this looks like Cepheus, pushing the big old boulder up the hill kind of thing, lighten your load, the world card. Here she's like riding on top of the world. And I get that this person could have made you feel like you were on top of the world too. And like I said, really woken something up in you here. And you could have really enjoyed the attention as well with the 6 of Wands, or it was like nice, But I feel like Spirit is saying here that if something is too heavy, or it's causing you to kind of be like, again, lighten the load. If readings are making you kind of more depressed, or there's different things that you're hearing from different people, and you're like waiting to see what happens here. You're like on the edge of your seat, chair filled, right? Spirit is just saying lighten your load with some of this, and don't take in so many inputs. I do feel like you need to be clear right now, like your throat chakra probably needs a clearing, pile number 2, okay, is what I'm getting. And there's conflicting messages. It's like your commitment is being tested, but also lighten your load. That is a conflicting message, right? Because sometimes like our commitment is actually tested, and it means we need to just put in more effort, and we need to show that we really want something, right? Versus lightening the load, like you're slow down, you're doing too much, right? So these are conflicting messages, and some readings may be telling you if this is upsetting you, lighten the load and don't worry about this and take care of yourself. Other readings may be telling you that this person is still wants you, and it's not false that they still think that you're hot, or they're still into it or whatever, but on a sexual level. But I feel like there's a caution here about taking on too much, like with what you're hearing, or what you are hearing, thinking, doing, or absorbing. Okay, pile number 2, that's what I'm getting. Because these are very conflicting messages. Because when our commitment is being tested, it's like, well, I'm gonna keep trying, I'm not a person that gives up, right? Versus lighten your load, you're doing too much, okay? And some of the things that you're hearing could actually be making you mad as well. With this world card pointing at this 6 of Wands, pointing your weapon at the 6 of Wands, like some of the things that you could be hearing could actually be upsetting you as well, pile number 2. So definitely if something is upsetting you, like click off the reading. No need to keep indulging in it, okay? And let's go ahead now and look at this connection. Spirit, can you tell me what is really going on in this connection for pile number 2, please? Can you tell me what is going on for pile number 2 in this connection, please, Spirit? Ace of Swords. Okay, throat chakra. Again, truth, truth, truth. We need truth. Okay, open communication and truth. Yeah, the Tower. Man, I tell you, pile number 2, the tarot doesn't lie. I mean, sometimes readers were imperfect and we don't always, some days are not our best days, okay? But this is a pretty clear message that the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. I know, pile number 2, I know how that is. And I'm getting the energy of being sad because it feels like something is fading away. Spirit just gave me the message, yeah, 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, feeling sad because something is fading away, or something is abruptly removed, right? With this banned energy, something someone banned you, or you banned them, or blocked them, or whatever. But the energy is, it's not fun to hear, right? Sometimes hearing the truth or knowing the truth is not fun. It really isn't. And it also shows us sometimes where we've been betraying ourselves or deceiving ourselves, which is always hard, a hard pill to swallow. I know, pile number 2, I've been there. I've been in enough tower situations myself to know one when I see one. I can kind of smell it coming these days. I'll get filled with anxiety even if I can feel it coming on, you know what I mean? And again, in the body, right? The body doesn't lie. And the body is telling the truth of your story, I feel, pile number 2. And if you've been anxious or nervous and you've been hearing a lot of different messages, I feel like it's just making things worse, okay? It's not... caution, right? Pay attention to the messages that you're receiving. They could be upsetting you more or just causing more confusion, causing spinning the wheels type of energy here. Some of you already know the truth, I feel like, within your own body. What else, Spirit? What else? We have the Sun. Once we embrace the truth and we see things for what they are, life becomes a lot better. And we can finally relax and enjoy ourselves, particularly when we lighten the load. The Sun card is coming out above lighten the load, okay? So definitely, and also the Sun is feeling very, naked and free in our own bodies. And I do feel like you guys need to connect with yourself on that level, like loving yourself, feeling naked and free, feeling like, I've got nothing to be ashamed of, like this is who I am and I am beautiful, okay? And just like Christina Aguilera would say, I am beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down, right? The Ace of Swords in the Tower here. And you are, okay? And I do feel like once you guys kind of accept the message that your own body, and once you accept the truth, I do feel like better days are ahead here, okay? And, the sun will come out tomorrow, all right? Once we really see something for what it is. What else here for pile number 2, Spirit? What else, okay? So there may even be words that were exchanged in this connection as well that cause someone to be like, no thanks, or pull back. And at the end of the day, pile number 2, this is actually going to be to your benefit, okay? It's better to know the truth, even if it feels harsh in the moment, okay? What else here? What else here? We have 5 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, and 7 of Wands. On the 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Like, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it. I'm just hangman. I'm going to ignore it. I'm disassociating. I don't want to hear it, right? And because it hurts, 9 of Wands. And yeah, I think it's just, again, with the 5 of Wands, it's like, what do we, and look at this person's on a megaphone, speaking on it, and the other ones are trying to listen. The one in the center is trying to listen, and this person is trying to understand, why is this happening? or what did I do wrong here? I feel like Spirit wants you to know you didn't do anything wrong, pile number 2, okay? And you didn't do anything wrong. And I feel like you guys got caught up in something that was kind of already a mess before you stepped into it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whatever was going on with this person, actually, I'm getting something right now. This person may have got kicked out of their relationship. They were sleeping on the couch, or their relationship was ending and then you met them, or they're having issues in their own relationship and then you met them. And, this person really does, I feel like, have, like the temptress kind of energy, fantasizing about you. Okay. But I feel like this situation was a mess, a hot mess, pile number 2, before you even got into it. And I feel like you were very, like open and unsuspecting. And you're like, well, I like you, or I'm sorry you're going through that. I like you though. And I feel like you guys kind of got dragged into something, or a mess that wasn't really yours from the beginning to start with here. And Spirit is wanting to give you guys a clean slate, is what I'm getting. Okay, pile number 2. So that is the energy that I am getting for you, my beautiful lovelies. And for those of you that would like to go deeper into this energy, we will be having an extended reading. We'll be getting some 18+ messages as well in the extended reading, pile number 2. So you can click my link below to go to my Vimeo channel if you feel you'd like to do that. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Let's do pile number 3. Okay. A little drink of water there. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple tea light, and today's reading is called Can You Trust What Other Readers Are Saying About Your Connection? And again, in my intro, I talked about no shade to other readers. We're all here on this planet doing the best that we can. But if you can get some information, if you listen to one reading and then another one, and they're pretty similar and they're giving you evidence in the reading that the reading is for you, then it's like, yeah, it's probably clicking. But on the other hand, if you're hearing multiple mixed messages, that can be very confusing. Okay, so let's go ahead. First, we're going to channel the energy and get channeled messages. Then we will get oracle cards. Then we will do tarot. And then we will take it to your extended reading. There's a link to the extended reading in the description box below. Just make sure you choose pile number 3 and you can go directly to my Vimeo channel. So thank you so much, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and do it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of my beautiful pile number 3s who came here today seeking guidance. And I'm already getting Spirit, as I was saying that, Spirit was telling me a river runs through it, which is a movie from like the 90s. Wasn't Brad Pitt in that? Or was it Mel Gibson? I don't know. But a river runs through it. Maybe you guys live by a river, or you watched that movie, or you saw it recently. You tell me, pile number 3. I love it when you guys tell me in the comments anyway. All right, I'm getting the Spirits also telling me microphone. So maybe needing to check your microphone before you start something, pile number 3. It's like, it's still, we're in the last couple days of Mercury retrograde. It's like, ooh, I can't hear you. Maybe you guys were on a meeting and it's like your microphone isn't on, or you need a new microphone for something, or you're about ready to speak on something, pile number 3. Let's see what else. Okay, Spirit is giving me the energy. They're showing me like giraffes, zebras, cheetahs, stuff like that. I feel like it's like an African safari or something like that. Did you guys have a dream about a lot of animals, or that you were on some type of safari, or are you planning one, or is that your dream to do that? Actually, interesting, my little sister, when she got married, she went on her honeymoon and they did an African safari, which was pretty cool. I was like, you guys are pretty cool. Anyway, let's see. I just heard wildlife preserve or nature preserve. So you guys could be into nature or Spirit is wanting you guys to get out into nature, or you really love animals, pile number 3. Let's see what else for pile number 3. Tiger King. Maybe you guys are into Tiger King, okay? Or you watched that, or you saw that. Anyway, that was quite the phenomenon, wasn't it? I think he's still in jail, like Joe Exotic. Anyway, pile number 3. Spirit is just keep rolling with you guys. They're telling me something about Speedos, or somebody getting a Speedo or wearing a Speedo. It's a little cold right now to be wearing a Speedo, but anyway, maybe you guys saw one recently, or were talking about that, or how someone would look in one. What else for pile number 3, Spirit? Spirit is showing me someone running their hands over like a quilt or a blanket on a bed. Maybe you guys just folded that, or you just were like straightening something out, or running your hands over a blanket or a quilt, or a pillow or something, because I see something like being smoothed out as well, or like feeling it, like feeling the texture of something is also what I'm getting here, pile number 3. What else for pile number 3, Spirit? Okay, they just told me Antarctica, so maybe some of you are into Antarctica, or you were talking about this recently. It actually is its own continent, and no like country actually owns it. There's just a lot of countries that have bases on Antarctica, right? They're in the southern hemisphere, so they're actually in their summertime right now. If you were gonna go, this would be the time to visit. Anyway, pile number 3. Yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? Pile number 3, let's go ahead and see. We have unique and different. Yes, you guys, I was already getting that energy. You guys are very unique and different. Even your channeled messages are very unique and different. And we could have some Aquarians here right now, or if you have Aquarius in your chart, actually it's Aquarius's birthday right now. So happy birthday, Aquarians. But I just feel you guys are very unique and different, and it's cool. It's very, very cool, pile number 3. I like it. We have plotting, sneaky, and secretly planning. When I was shuffling, pre-shuffling, I saw this card, and I knew that this was going to come up, okay? So for some reason, all right, plotting, sneaky, secretly planning. You guys may be listening to readings where a reader is telling you someone has a cool surprise for you coming up, or someone's going to do something unique or different for you, or someone has been, you know, like plotting on how to get closer to you, or to get to know you, or to understand. All right, I'm also getting like sneaky link energy as well. Maybe some of you have a sneaky link here. Or a unique dating situation as well going on, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see what else. We have November. Wow, the month of November. In the southern hemisphere, November is actually getting closer into summer. There's the sun back there. There's sun and snow, right? Sun, snow, I feel like, depending on where you're at. But some of you could have Scorpionic energy here, or Sagittarius, or November was a very important time for you in 2021 for whatever reason, okay? And there may have been, some readers may have been telling you guys that someone could have been doing something behind your back, or maybe even that there was a Scorpio that was sneaky or planning something, or secretly planning something. Is that a good thing or not? Let's find out, pile number 3. We have mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Ooh, kickstart that mule. And I see you guys have a handle on this mule. Like, you have a handle on it, pile number 3. But this person is also very, very stubbornly like not listening and just going their own way anyway, okay? And it's like you pull them in one direction, you're trying to pull them in one direction, they're walking in the other direction. So you're dealing with some really stubborn mule type of energy, and I think it's very different than you guys. You guys are very unique and different. And I think you guys can change things up if necessary, all right? I feel like the energy you're dealing with is just stubborn. Could be Scorpio or Taurus energy. I'm a Taurus, so I know I can be a real mule sometimes as well. But things are stubborn, okay? And let's see what else. We have love. Okay. With love, someone is being extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, okay? You guys could be listening to a reading that someone is going to do something that surprises you, that, you know, they've been planning to do something or they've been plotting to do something here. But I kind of feel like this person doesn't really change. They're not really like you. They don't really change. And you guys may also be listening to readers who are giving this same message all the time. Like if you listen to their readings, it's like the same message, okay? Which, you know, you should always do that when you first start listening to a reader. Listen to multiple piles and see, because the energy is going to be different in every reading, all right? And stubbornly clinging on to somebody who's actually like trying to go in a different direction is probably not where you want to be, pile number 3, but let's see what else. And it's not really like, sometimes we think if we don't give up on someone, that means that it's love, right? If we don't give up on something, that means it's love. But yeah, I mean, sometimes people are just unwilling. I have here, I teach people how to treat me. Yeah, and you are very unique and different, pile number 3, and your energy is very free-flowing and interesting. So I feel like you guys being with people who are very stubborn and unwilling to change is where you have to make a lot of effort to try to get them. Maybe you guys are also secretly planning how to kind of get this person to go your way. But at the same time, like, if they want to walk, then let them walk. And I feel like whatever path this person is wanting to walk is like the slower path. It's not exciting. It's slower. Let them be stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to let people be stubborn and go their own way. All right. We have here, you spark something deep inside of me, ignition. Well, this is kind of different than this mule energy. And you may be hearing this from readers that, oh, this person, they're coming back, or they're, you know, they're thinking of ways to get to know you or to see you. And they like how unique and different you are, which I don't think is a lie, pile number 3. Like, you are unique and different. And you probably did spark something. Love is here. You probably did spark something within this person. But I don't think they're really gonna change. You know what I mean? And that's what's annoying and frustrating, okay? And with ignition, it might be like, well, you're hearing readings where this person's gonna get a fire under their ass and they're going to, they're planning to come forward or something like that. And it's like, yeah, I feel like you did spark something in them, like love and who you are and everything. But again, the energy of not changing. We need to let each other go. That's coming out under this love card, okay? You guys really could be listening to readings like, oh, they're coming back and they're secretly planning to come back into your life and they do want to be with you. Like, you sparked this revolution within them. The thing is I think you're the one that has revolution within you, pile number 3. And I like revolution. I think it's a good thing. This person doesn't really have much revolution within their bones, okay? And they don't really listen either. You know, they're not very good at listening. And I feel like they don't listen to you very well, all right? And yeah, and it says we need to let each other go, and that's coming out under love. And yeah, so I don't like that, pile number 3. We have 5 of Pentacles and Earth energy here. And, you know, this is kind of degrading, pile number 3. I gotta be honest, I don't like this. And I don't like the energy where it's flustering you and you're forced to try to pick up the pieces here. When it doesn't seem like they're doing anything, they're just standing there, they're standing around, they're not really doing anything. And you're the one that's maybe trying to pick up the pieces and figure out what's going on here. And I think that actually I think you kind of got drawn into this person's stubborn game here. And I think you need to remember who you are, pile number 3, okay? Remember that you are very unique and different, and that you're going to teach people how to treat you. And, you know, some people are so dumb. They're like kindergartners. They're dense, and they need to be taught how to treat someone. Like, sit down on the blackboard, sit down in front of the teacher, and let me write out in front of you with a piece of chalk how to treat someone. And I just think that is really like, I mean, honestly, I don't even like this card. I got exhausted at some point. In my own life, pile number 3, I'm just bringing something in here because it's kind of relevant. I got exhausted trying to teach people how to treat me. Either treat a person with love and dignity and respect, or get out of their life. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? That card is also very frustrating because it's like, well, stubborn as well. Like, I gotta teach this person how to treat me. And it's like, they're an adult. If they don't know how to treat another human being, then they need a big fat kick in their butt, and they need to just be let off that leash and wander off the cliff themselves, okay? Because it's like, no. And we have the Hierophant. And I was talking about teachers and teaching someone, and the Hierophant energy is definitely associated with that. I feel like you guys have been like putting yourselves on display. You're like, you can have this if you want it. And you're like, you're wearing, I see this white polka dot top with like a funky belt. I feel like you guys dress really cool. I feel like you're very open, like sexually as well. You're very intriguing and different or unique. Hierophant is also Taurus energy. We could have Scorpio, November, and then Taurus energy here. But again, Taurus energy can be very stubborn. And I don't know. I just feel like this person is like, give me a minute, you know? Like, they're always saying like, give me a minute. And you're like, what's wrong with right now? What's wrong with, like, why do you always, I don't know. I just, I don't really like the energy that they've drug you into, pile number 3. I gotta be honest. We have rest. Yeah. Maybe you guys need a rest from teaching people how to treat you as well, okay? You don't have to be everyone's teacher, you know? If you're an adult getting into connections, then you just be yourself, and if they want to come hither, they're going to come hither. If not, they can get to step in. And unique and different, I feel like you guys approach relationships in a very unique or different kind of a way. But I also feel like that could have been used against you in a way, because you are allowing or you are accepting of others, and you let everyone be themselves, okay? But at the same time, I feel like you're having to put a lot of work in here to get someone over to your viewpoint, and Spirit is just saying here, let's give it a rest, right? It's exhausting. Let's give it a rest. And this is also a conflicting message, right? If a reader is telling you this person, you spark something deep inside of them and they're ignited to come your direction, but there's a mule here and someone needs rest, that's a very conflicting message. I think you did spark something in this person, but I just think they just are going to go their own way anyway. So that's irritating. We have Saturn. Yeah, talk about teaching someone a lesson. This person is too slow. I feel like by the time they come around, you're going to be already over it with this rest card. Again, this is also a conflicting message. Saturn is about hard work and discipline. Rest is the opposite of that. So again, it's like, should I keep working on this situation because I love this person and I know they love me too? And you know, they very may well love you too, okay? But when someone is stubbornly not changing and just not getting the lesson, it's time, we got to sometimes give it a rest, right? And so if you're getting conflicting messages, if all of the readings that you're getting are saying this person is very stubborn, they are, you know, not really coming forward the way that you want them to because they are stuck in their own energy, they're having a hard time seeing things from your perspective, they are just maybe even a little bit selfish. It's like, I don't even want to turn around and see like what you're saying, okay? If readers are giving you this kind of message, then take this as a, you know, clear that I'm also backing up what they're telling you, okay? If not, then you may need to, you know, what your situation may be very unique and different, pile number 3. So it may be a little complicated as well, because I do feel there is love here. And the readers you're listening to are probably picking up on that love energy too. Also with the mule, it's like, I don't want to give up. So someone doesn't want to give up, but the other person is not changing. And, you know, it could be just maybe hard for a reader to pick up on all of those complexities. You tell me, pile number 3. We have here Lady Venus, downloads and understanding, okay? So you guys are very connected to the energy of Venus. And we just went through a Venus retrograde. So maybe there was some truth that was revealed to you during this Venus retrograde. It says truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm, okay? And yeah, so we need to let each other go, and deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Venus is also the goddess of love. There is love. That's the thing, pile number 3. And I do think you ignited something in this person, and I do think there is love here. I'm validating that for you, but there also is an energy here of someone not changing and continuing to do what they've always done, which is not where you want to see things go, okay? Because I think you guys, she looks like she's pulling the leash on this mule in this card here. So it's, you want to see something different happen here, all right? But I feel like your eyes are getting wide open to this now, pile number 3. And I feel you're starting to really get the message here too. And some of you here may be readers and psychics yourself, and you're getting downloads about this connection. Trust your own downloads over anyone else, right? Sometimes it's hard though to trust your own downloads when you really want the outcome of a situation to be different and you've invested a lot into a scenario, okay? It can be hard. It can be painful and tough to let that go, okay? This person, they're so annoying to me right now, pile number 3, because they're attuned to you. I do feel like their energy is attuned to you. And I do feel like there is feelings for you here, but they need to do some work in this connection. Mules have a great capacity to work. They can work really, really hard. But if we're working at cross purposes and we're pulling on each other's energy and going in opposite directions, then it's not working. It's just frustration. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? We have the golden egg here. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like you guys are very unique and different again. You're the needle in the haystack. And something about this situation with the 5 of Pentacles could be making you feel basic, okay? Or like you turned into a basic bitch or a basic guy or whatever, basic asshole, whatever. You guys are unique and different. You're a needle in the haystack. You're not meant to be in the Five of Pentacles energy, trying to gather up all the pieces that fell on the floor. Well, that person just stands and doesn't really help, okay? And I feel some of you guys need a break from this situation with this rest energy. Some of you could have gotten real tired of trying to teach this person how to treat you. It's like, get the lesson, dude. You know what I'm saying? We have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, when we get so focused on something, it's very hard to see the bigger picture. And I think this person has a hard time seeing the bigger picture at times, okay? And Spirit is really wanting you guys to get these downloads and understanding about your love life and see the bigger picture. Also, optimism is on the rise. Look at the arrow pointing up, okay? As the month of November is here, which could also be Scorpios and Sagittariuses as well. And this is the full moon in Sagittarius, right? And it's actually 11/11 right now in your reading, pile number 3. So a lot of synchronicities for you guys, 1111. And people can be saying, oh, that's union energy, or that means people are coming together, or that means that, you know, you guys are on the same page, 1111. And it's like, not when we're dealing with a mule, okay? This person's gonna have to learn a lesson, all right, about this situation when you guys kind of pull your energy back here, all right? And Spirit wants you guys to look at the bigger picture of who you are in this world. And you are a teacher, pile number 3. You are wise. You have wisdom of your own. And you are receiving. Lady Venus is on your side, okay, pile number 3? You are on the side of love and the side of Venus. And you are a catch. You are a needle in a haystack, okay? So I want you to remember that about yourself. We have healing here. Yeah, and, you know, looking at the bigger picture and seeing, like, what can I do here to feel better for myself? You know what I mean? People get so crazy about healing, and sometimes healing, even the conversation about healing can get very toxic. And we're like, well, this is all happening because I'm not healed. And I actually hate shit like that, pile number 3. We're all constantly evolving. And if you told yourself, well, this is happening because I didn't heal something, or this, I'm still healing, and and she has her eyes closed here, and we have look at the bigger picture here. So it's like, and if a reader is telling you guys that, like, well, something, you know, once you get healing, then these types of situations won't happen again to you, that's very toxic, okay? And to me, that falls into the category of spiritual bypassing. Healing is something we do in our own time, in our own way, and what we bring to the table is who we are today, okay? And we're always healing as human beings. And I'm seeing the initials CR here. CR, it could be Chris or CR. Like, we're always healing ourselves. And look at her. She's got her hand. It looks like she's got her hand on like a piece of greenery or a leaf or like a bamboo or something from nature, okay? And in the beginning of your reading, I talked about nature. And your nature is healing in general. I feel some of you could be actual healers here, or you draw a lot of energy from the earth, or you're very connected to Mother Gaia. I talked about wildlife preservation, being very connected to the land. Some of you may resonate with the energy, like, you know, with witchcraft or paganism. Some of you may be channelers and intuitives yourselves here. You're very strong healers. You need to look at the bigger picture of who you are. And I'm getting chills right now because you are unique and different, pile number 3. Okay, and if there is a situation that's draining because it's mule energy and it isn't changing, I think it's time to see the bigger picture here. And I'm crossing my arms right now, which I don't know, maybe you guys are listening and you're like, I'm crossing my arms. It's hard to give up something I've put so much into. I get it, pile number 3. And I'm not telling you you have to walk away from this immediately and throw middle fingers to the sky and be like, I'm done with you. You know, I'm not telling, maybe some of you want to do that, but I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, here's the energy, and what you want to do with it is your business, okay? And let's go ahead. Very interesting reading, pile number 3. Some of you could be readers yourselves and pulling cards for yourself. And you're like, no, I see it too. And if I'm verifying what you have been pulling on, then take it times a million, okay? But Spirit, can you give me some more information here about this connection for my beautiful pile number 3s here? Ace of Wands, okay. I mean, needing to revitalize the energy or see things from a bigger picture or see things in a new way. Like the energy got very stubborn and stagnant, I feel. And it's like, how can I look at this in a different way that's beneficial to me? All right, we have 3 of Pentacles here. We also have 3 of Wands. So someone, again, it's like, it's a big question mark with the Ace of Wands. It's like, can we have a new start here, or can we really refresh the energy? We have 2 3s in pile number 3, 3 3, 11 11, 3 3. Okay, and but the energy I'm getting here is somebody wants to compromise with the 3 of Pentacles and be on the same page as someone else, where the other person, 3 of Wands, is just, you know, on their own path, doing whatever they want to do, okay? The 3 of Wands is Sun in Aries, and the 3 of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn. So Mars in Capricorn is like, Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Mars wants to do the work and put in the effort, right? But somebody else with the 3 of Wands, Sun in Aries, is thinking about their own journey and looking in their own direction, okay? So I see 2 different attitudes here, which can be causing it. And there's a big question mark with this Ace of Wands. Can we actually make this work somehow, okay? And both of you could actually be thinking this, which is challenging, I see, pile number 3, because it's like both of you are trying to consider this. 7 of Swords, but, you know, you're the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, okay, pile number 3? I need you to remember that about yourself. And, you know, the Knight of Wands is here, and the 5 of Cups. So if something, you know, if this person leaves your life, I do feel there's going to be sadness for both of you here. But with the 7 of Swords, again, someone is not really, somebody's happy with the way things are because they get what they want most of the time, is what I'm getting. All right? And that's why people feel that they don't need to change, right? If they're getting what they want most of the time, 90% of the time, it's like, why should I pick up those other 2 swords, you know? Like, why should I make any change? Why should I change what I'm doing? Because, but there, you know, there's always a circus in the back of the 7 of Swords, and it's like, they can't even see that, you know, their attitude. I feel like this person's a little oblivious. The eyes are closed here, and he or she does not see how their energy, their mental emotion, their mental energy, and the way they see the things is contributing to this relationship. Okay, pile number 3. So that's their problem. They can't really see. All right. And the thing is, pile number 3, I think a lot of you here are seers. Okay. So you're with someone that doesn't really see, but yet you are a seer, which is just weird. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? I feel like you're unique and different, and you need to be with someone more like you, okay? So pile number 3, that is what I am getting for you guys. I hope that reading was beneficial for you, and I feel I was really connecting to your energy. So let me know in the comments. It was pretty easy to connect to your energy, I have to say. That's why I feel like some of you here may be readers yourself, okay? But leave me a comment if the reading resonated for you. Now we are going to go to the extended reading, pile number 3. You can click my Vimeo link below if you'd like to go deeper into this reading and get more information. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number 3s, and thank you to everyone here today. Take care.